Hi, this is David Bowman with Zeus Trout Outfitters, and this is a tying instructional video on a heavy sucker spawn. What I have there so far is a number 10 scud hook. I've gone ahead and tied in with some fluorescent pink heavy thread, and I got the hook shank wrapped with .020 lead wire. At that point, I'll go ahead and throw in some salmon pink Angora yarn, try to tie that in just behind where the lead ended. And that'll help smooth that out, get that good and solid. Try and cover up the lead with the pink as much as we can here before we get going with the little loops. See what I mean in a second by that. Alright, so we'll get going about right there, and then what I do is I just take the Angora yarn and put a little loop into it. Alright, and then I'll just slowly work that back so that it and adjust the size of the loop like that. That looks pretty good to me. It looks like a little egg, I guess, is the nature of these Angora yarn spawns. Cinch down on that pretty good. Do it again. Pull it back. I always like to do about 2 wraps over the top so that way it's pinned down pretty good. And you can see now as we're moving forward, we're covering up that lead wire. If a little bit of it is exposed, not a huge deal. You can actually lift the thread and sort of work it back in place. Alright, try to make those loops about the same size. Tie back on that one a little so it sort of flares out a little more. You can see how they're starting to look like eggs. Throw another loop in there. A little tricky with the camera in the way, so bear with me there. Just go ahead and make that loop just a little smaller. Try to keep the tops of each loop, going in a semicircle towards the front of the hook. I'm not really too concerned with how neat the thread at the base looks, because this gets pretty buggy. Once that Angora has a chance to spread out, it gets pretty buggy, so for the most part they're going to grab this because it's bright pink coming down the brook looking like a egg sack. I don't think they're going to be analyzing it to the point where they're like, oh, there's a little lead. Don't think I want those eggs. Maybe do one more, I would say. Now that's up to you how many loops you want to do. Get them close to the top. I like that nice little taper, semicircular look to the top of the sack. Trim this excess. Okay, tie back just a little bit. Going to be throwing a little flash on this. So that's the Angora part of the fly. Now I'll take some pink flash, take about 3 strands. Give or take a few. Okay, I know that's going to be a little hard to see, but what I'll do is I'll just put them right up against this side of the fly there. Get them cinched down, fold them back, and that'll give me like 6 fibers. Oops, sorry there. Alright, just turn the fly over. Do the same thing on the far side. Place them in like that. Get them tied down. Alright, maybe square them up to the side of the fly. Fold them back. Like so. Now you'll have a couple nice flashy fibers along the side. That helps hide the base of that, you know, the spawn. And then I'll just take a little UV shrimp pink ice dub. And dub that in. 1, 2, yeah, something like that. Give it a little collar, you know, and then I'll go ahead and whip finish it. And that's it. I made this out of a necessity for a heavy anchor fly early in the spring that has a little bit more attractiveness. What I'll do now is I'll just pull on these flash fibers and trim them off even on either side. And it's used, you know, I use it primarily as a European nymphing anchor. So good luck with it, and enjoy. Thanks for watching.